Hello, my name is Armand Gonzalez. This is my philosophical video for our English 240 class. You'll have to excuse my voice. I've been fighting a sickness all week. But here we go. In terms of my own personal journey for philosophy, it's definitely been an interesting one. I've gone through religions. I was born Christian. I went to church for many years. I was a part of a youth program. But I've since kind of moved away from that. I think about ninth grade, I started exploring more of what it is I want to do and how I want to do it and who I want to be and where my purpose or my place in the universe is. I think when you start thinking about how grand the universe is, you start to feel small. So it's good to have something there to kind of anchor you and keep you grounded in terms of your own personal life and your journey within this bigger expanse, I guess. I'd probably say 10th grade, my AP World History class actually is where I started branching out more into philosophy than religion. Apologies. It was about the time where we were talking about Hammurabi's Law Code, the first ever written code of law that we found. It was at the time. I haven't kept up to date with that. But Hammurabi's Law Code, and then the teachings of Confucius, and philosophy in the olden days. From there, we discussed Taoism and the two differing forms of philosophy. And I know we've been talking about this in class. I just finished my discussion post not that long ago. But in terms of how we view the world around us, there was the sort of yin and yang with Confucius and the other side of Taoism. I think from there I've felt more in line with Taoism, of just, as my history professor described it, letting life roll over you like water down a duck's back, where you don't have any control over it. There's nothing you can do about it. So you just kind of go with it. You go with the flow, essentially. But I think that's how I felt the most. Though I will say there's things that I feel like I have my own personal control over, my actions, what I do, my reactions to certain things that happen around me. And so that is what I have control over, and so that is what I will be controlling. I can't go back in time and fix things. I can't go into the future. I can be now, and I can do what I can now. I think there's a lot of interesting things, though, for philosophy, especially as someone who's fallen in love with history time and time again. There's so many different things that we can discuss in terms of philosophy and worldview and universal view. For instance, I'd probably say, in terms of religion, I know we've gone through the Quran, the Bible. I've personally been read scriptures or parts of the Torah. There's so many different religious texts out there, all with similar but differing worldviews, that I don't think I really vibe, if I can continue using that word, with any of them. I'd personally consider myself agnostic. I've read the Bible. I was forced to as a kid. Psalms 3:16, Corinthians, love thy neighbor. But I feel like with something like that, where you're told to love thy neighbor, and then people turn around and hate my own existence, they don't think someone like me should exist. It's hard, that philosophy doesn't feel right. So in the words words of a Christmas song, if you will. Be good for goodness sake. It costs you nothing to be nice, so why not do it? So that's my own personal philosophy of just being good to be good. Helping others because a person needs help, not because I'll get anything out of it. And going through life as I am a duck in this big pond we call the universe, and letting it all just roll over my shoulders and my back. So, thank you very much for your time.